Tomorrow is Veterans Day, and this morning we want to highlight a nonprofit helping vets through training and job support. I'm joined now by Hernan Luisi Prado, the founder and CEO of Workshops for Warriors, along with Anthony Flatt, a student and teaching assistant. Hernan and Anthony, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. Hernan, we'll start with you. What can you tell us about the nonprofit, the work that you've been doing for years in this community?
Well, Workshops for Warriors is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to training, certifying, and placing veterans into dignified lifelong careers to rebuild America's manufacturing force. And we're right here in San Diego at wfw.org.
And you guys are close to the downtown San Diego area. I was at the grand opening for one of the new facilities there that you've had, and we were going over and hearing about all of the graduates that you've had from your program, the lives that have been changed. When you sat back and you looked at that moment there, did you kind of come to the realization of like, wow, this is how many people we've helped over the years? Or are you constantly looking at the future for who else you can help out?
It's that.
Yeah.
We're always looking for the amount of people. I mean, last year alone, we had almost 9,200 inquiries for just 240 seats at our school.
Wow.
And for every graduate, we have almost 16,000 job offers.
Yeah.
So the key point is how to raise capacity quickly. And that building that you saw, that was $21 million invested, thanks to San Diegans that pulled together and helped. However, we now have to put equipment in that building so we can actually put it to use.
Right.
So San Diegans could go to wfw.org and consider a monthly donation, even $10 a month, transforms the lives of veterans. So this Veterans Day, instead of just celebrating Veterans Day, honor a veteran and generations of veterans by training them to be able to repower America's economic engine.
And Anthony, if you could share a little bit of your story as a veteran, as someone who, when you were out of the Marine Corps, did you know what path you wanted to take after? How did you get involved with Workshops?
So like a lot of service members, I mean, I served 10 years in the Marines. After I got out, it was kind of playing that what I want to be when I grow up again, kind of refiguring out that path, like you said. Coming to Workshops gave me, so I was a machinist by trade, but it gave me more current, up-to-date things, and new training, current softwares and things like that. So, and then giving a career path after that. Something that we provide for a lot of service members that do struggle getting out and things like that, whether it's dealing with homelessness or just not knowing what to do and how to provide for your family, things like that, have a career afterwards. And not all trades are transitional too into the civilian aspect of that.
Right.
So being able to give something that is, that they can just hold on to be able to provide for and everything like that, as well as giving back to America, as well as that same concept that we've been doing all along.
How attractive is it that you, again, this is a career path that is obviously it's going to help you, and it's going to help you in your career here as you've exited the Marines, but also this is an industry that continues to give back to this country. I mean, we're talking about industrial, working on things and building things and really getting America back to that.
No, absolutely, and especially with machining, it is a very top-heavy trade. A lot of older gentlemen, individuals that are wanting to retire, and the lack of people fulfilling those jobs and kind of taking their spot. So that's one thing that we help with, to fulfill those jobs all across the country. Having this next generation kind of step up and fill that emptiness that's needed as well, to be able to provide it, whether it's aeronautics, aerospace, things like that, to small mom and pop shops, everything in between. So.
When you hear Anthony's story and you think about all the countless lives, again, that you have touched in the past, I mean, what does that do for you? I mean, again, this was the mission, so to speak, from the very beginning, is to help these men and women who, again, dedicated much of their lives to defending our freedoms, making sure that they don't get left behind.
You know, one of the things that you don't realize is that America spends so much time preparing these young men and women to be part of the world's finest fighting force. So we're literally grabbing this pool of talent, training them, providing compressed training. The courses are just 16 weeks long, and graduates leave with jobs that start off at $63,000 a year.
So that's great, right? That's a great starting salary, and then it goes on from there.
Absolutely. So we call it going from front line to production line. What better than the men and women that served our nation to basically change uniform and serve our nation again as part of her manufacturing force? Right now, we can't get enough submarines out there. Nuclear submarines, which are part of America's strategic triad, we can't build enough of them. But these young men and women, when properly trained and certified, can help build. And there's over 250,000 jobs that are unfilled just in the submarine industrial base.
Wow.
Workshops for Warriors can help that. And if you're a veteran out there, one of your viewers, come to Workshops for Warriors. 16 weeks could change your life.
One more time, I know you gave it to us already here, but 20 seconds before we go to break, what's the website so that more people can find out?
Thank you so much. It's Workshops for Warriors, wfw.org. We have people standing by to take you you can change your future, you can serve your nation again, put food on the table, strengthen your community, and make America the world's #1 manufacturing superpower.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here this morning.